Hello again, sports bettors. This is Jeff Makinen at DRF Sports, welcoming you to Week 9 of the NFL season between the undefeated 7-0 San Francisco 49ers and the 3-4 Arizona Cardinals, which will take place Thursday night at 8:20 p.m. Eastern. A DRF Sports subscription gives you access to all the information you need to properly analyze and handicap sports. Our database of proprietary trends has been built on decades of stats across all major sports. Get the best information available to make smart wagers and win more bets, guys. It's that simple, and it's just $5 a week. Log in today at sports.drf.com. This game opened up with San Francisco as a 7-point favorite, and it is shot up to San Francisco by 10. So a lot of sentiment towards the undefeated 49ers here. Over under opened up at 43 and ticked up a half point to 43.5. Starting with our rating systems, in specifically estimate number 1 of our game simulator, it does draw a star edge to San Francisco here, projected to win 33-16. So that's 7 points of line value to the 49ers. Slight line value on the over. In addition, we have estimate number 2. Now that shows San Francisco to win by 8, actually representing 2 points of value to Arizona and no value whatsoever on the total. The power line projects San Francisco to be a 14-point favorite, so that's 4 points of value to the 49ers. So if you average these three together, which is a good way to get a consensus number, you'll have San Francisco as roughly a 13-point favorite, which will represent 3 points of line value even after the line has moved to 10 points. You can see the 49ers have dominated on the season. They are 7-0 as mentioned. They are outscoring their opponents by a whopping 30-11 points per game. So that's pretty impressive right there. They're getting it done primarily on the ground with 181 yards rushing per game and 96 allowed. So they're definitely dominating the line of scrimmage. And their defense, specifically against the pass, has been outstanding, allowing just 130 yards and 4.5 yards per pass. Those numbers are, as I mentioned, outstanding. Arizona has played rather well and competitively lately. They are 3-4 coming into this game. But as you can see, looking at their schedule in the game results section, Arizona has actually won 3 of their last 4 games, beating Cincinnati, Atlanta, and the Giants before dropping one in New Orleans 31-9 last week. The Niners come in here off their blowout win over Carolina 51-13. As I mentioned, the rating systems do favor the 49ers. One red flag that does pop up here favoring Arizona. It's a contrarian system, as you so often see when you're analyzing betting systems. Bet against road favorites who are dominant teams, outscoring their opponents by 10 or more points per game after a win by 10 or more points. I like to nickname this one the "they can't keep playing that well" system. So if you had bet against those teams, you would actually be 50-18 against the spread over the last 10 seasons for a net profit of plus 30.2 units. So very simple contrarian system to play against that hot team. Looking at the line movements section here, 81% of the action, the betting public is on San Francisco, so that's a lot of public action that is supporting that 3-point line movement there. 71% of the action does favor the over. Now, overall, looking at this game, the 49ers do draw the edges in the ratings. However, as I mentioned, there is that system that does favor Arizona that is pretty strong. You also have potential public betting on San Francisco, which I don't really like to be part of, especially with regard to road favorites. And the Arizona Cardinals have been more competitive lately. So this one may be a game that lands somewhere near the spread. So you may want to look elsewhere for your value, perhaps an overplay with Arizona. If I quickly here on the injuries, You'll note that they are missing their top running backs. David Johnson, the top running back, is out along with his backup Chase Edmonds. So they will be forced to take to the air more often with rookie Kyler Murray. Perhaps that'll lead to some bigger plays or mistakes. Either way, it could produce some scores. So probably would lean on the over here rather than lay that number on the roll with the Niners. Thanks again for watching. This is Jeff Makinen at DRF Sports, Twitter handle at SportsDBExpert. Thanks and best of luck this weekend.